The first thing we will be doing is preparing our loom. So to start, rip off anyone else's name if there is old tape on the board. Then you will be putting your own tape so that you can put your own name. Rip off a small piece of tape. Then, to avoid ripping the board, we will put it on our clothing first so that the tape's not quite as sticky. Then, use a pencil or a Sharpie to write your name and your class code, such as 4W. Next, we will be warping our string. So we will take the end of the piece of yarn, which is still attached to the spool of yarn, and we are going to place it in the first notch. That is going to be the back side. Using your non-dominant hand, for me that's my left hand, I'm holding that piece of yarn so that it doesn't fall off. And I'm holding the board. Then I'm going to use my right or my dominant hand to go around these little notches. So I'm pulling the string medium tight. I'm wrapping around each little notch that's open. So I'm just taking the string, going around, and then I'm going up. I am not pulling the string on the back side. I'm only pulling around the little notch like that, and then pulling down to the next open one and repeating that. And once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. The string, I'm just pulling from the spool as I go, so I'm just getting the amount that I need. Repeat this until you have filled your whole loom. Next, flip your loom over to the back. Then pull some extra yarn so that you have enough string to tie a knot. My other one's a little bit small, so I'll need some extra on this longer piece. Then I'm going to cut. So I've already done that. Then I'm going to tie a knot. I cross the two strings over each other and pull one underneath, and I pull it tight. Then I need to knot it one more time. I am going to make a circle crossing over those two strings, and I pull one of the strings through the hole, just like you're tying your shoe, and then I tighten. And now I am ready to weave. Next, you will get a piece of yarn that is both of your arms' length extended, or about 2 feet of string. You'll cut it off and you'll bring it to your table. And now we need to tie it on. So I'm just wrapping it around the first string on my loom and making a circle and pulling the string through the hole. Next, I will use the end of that same string to start weaving. I'm going to use my fingers to take the end and go under every other one. I'm going under, over, under, over, under, over, and continuing until I get to the end of my loom. Once I reach the end, I will pull the string all the way until it is nice and straight. Then I will use my fingers to push it up so that is very straight and up to the top. Then notice how I am over top of that last string. So that means I need to go under. Then I'm going to go under, over, under, over. You need to go opposite of however you ended. So we can see my yellow is on top of the blue. So since it's on top, I need to go over. Then you weave all the way until you can pull it and then push it up. Make sure you do that each time so that it's nice and together. However, you don't want to pull too tight. If you pull too tight, it'll start to warp and make an hourglass shape.